The house on Hollow Street. Liam had always been curious about the abandoned house at the end of Hollow Street. Everyone in town called it cursed. People said strange sounds came from inside at night, but no one dared to go near. One rainy evening, Liam decided to see for himself. He grabbed a flashlight, told his best friend Noah, and the two walked to the house together. The house was old and silent, with broken windows and a half-rotten wooden door. As they stepped inside, the floor creaked under their feet. Dust floated in the air, and the smell of damp would fill their noses. Noah whispered, "I don't like this place. Let's go back." But Liam shook his head. "We'll just take a quick look." They entered a long hallway lined with dusty portraits. Every painting showed the same family, but strangely, the eyes seemed to follow them. The deeper they went, the colder it became. Suddenly, they heard footsteps upstairs, even though no one else was supposed to be there. Liam pointed the flashlight toward the staircase, and they saw a shadow move quickly across the landing. Heart-pounding, Noah whispered, "Who's there?" But there was no answer. They slowly climbed the stairs, and as they reached the top, they saw a door slightly open with a faint light inside. Liam pushed it gently and stepped in. The room was empty except for a rocking chair moving on its own. On a small table lay an old diary. Liam picked it up and began reading. The diary belonged to a girl named Eliza, who had lived in the house over 100 years ago. Her final entry said, "They are coming for me, tonight. If anyone finds this, leave before midnight." As Liam read those words, a loud bang came from the hallway. They rushed out, but the hallway had changed. The walls were cracked, the floorboards missing, and it looked like they were trapped in a different time. Suddenly, they heard a soft humming. At the end of the hallway stood a little girl in a white dress, her long black hair covering her face. She slowly raised her hand and pointed toward the stairs. Without thinking, Liam and Noah ran down, but when they reached the ground floor, the door they came through was gone. The house seemed alive, shifting and closing around them. They searched for another way out and finally found a small door leading to the basement. Against their better judgment, they entered. The basement was dark and damp, with strange symbols carved into the walls. In the center was an old wooden chest. Liam opened it, and inside was a cracked mirror. When he looked into it, he didn't see his reflection. Instead, he saw the same little girl standing right behind him. Before he could turn, a sudden cold wind blew through the room, and everything went black. When Liam woke up, he was outside on the street, the house completely silent behind him. Noah stood next to him, shaking, holding the diary tightly. They both turned to look at the house, and to their shock, it wasn't there anymore. In its place was an empty field, as if the house had never existed. But that night, when Liam opened his backpack, he found the cracked mirror inside. Their night never ends. In a small, forgotten town, there was an abandoned house everyone feared. People said anyone who entered never came back. But Noah, a 17-year-old adventurer, didn't believe in ghost stories. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Noah dared to explore the house. The moment he stepped inside, the door slammed shut behind him. The air turned icy cold, and the ticking of a distant clock echoed through the halls. As Noah moved deeper, he found 3 identical doors. A faded message on the wall read, "Choose the right door, or stay forever." He opened the first door, only to find himself standing outside the house. Relieved, he turned around. But the house was gone. Thinking it was over, he walked home. That night, he woke to strange whispers in his room.
The stranger in the mirror. One rainy night, Maya returned home late and found her apartment strangely cold. As she walked past the hallway mirror, she froze. Her reflection wasn't moving. Instead of copying her, the reflection smiled slowly and whispered, though Maya's lips stayed still, "Finally, you're here." Terrified, she stepped back, but the reflection reached out and touched the glass from inside. A ripple spread across the mirror like water. Suddenly, the reflection pulled her in with tremendous force. Maya gasped and tried to scream, but no sound came. She opened her eyes and found herself inside the mirror, watching her reflection, now perfectly normal, walk away from the glass, living her life as if she were Maya. From that night, no one could see or hear Maya again, because she wasn't in the real world anymore. Emma heard footsteps behind her. She turned, but no one was there. Suddenly, her phone screen lit up with a message. "Stop turning around, I'm right behind you."